Unlike Sandra, I really enjoy drawing over collage. I think it can make your work look a bit more interesting. I've been trying to encourage Sandra to give it a go too.
Tara, I actually found collage much more fun than I thought I would. You know that I'm not one to collage over my pages. It's not something I do really ever, so I'm not experienced in this department like you are. But I thought I'd have a go. Started off using some plain bits of paper and some music sheets. Could do a nice drawing over there. My plan is to fill this book full of collage that I can draw over to make the pages more interesting. Here I just used some torn up bits of coloured paper. Got a bit bored though, so I thought, oh, I'll try a bit of paint. That's still a bit boring. What else did I do? Oh, that's right, thought I'd make it a bit more interesting. Found this old cereal packet in the bin. So I tore out the cereal packet, stuck it on. Bit of old cereal in the bottom, I thought, use that. And while I was in the bin, I found this bit of orange peel and I thought, well, shame to go to waste. So I've incorporated that into this beautiful page. More paper, still finding that a bit boring though. Really, you can use anything you find lying around the house. And tea bags, thought that would be great. Might make a nice drawing over there. And this one's inspired by John Bergerman. I know he's your favourite, Tara. So yeah, I'm just slightly worried about how I'm going to draw over some of this stuff. Not sure whether a big chunky marker will work on a bit of pizza. What do you think then, Tara? Do you think I'm going to manage with that, or is there a way you think is better?
Sometimes I'll find bits that will specifically work with the collage. For example, here I've used bits of text that I've torn from a magazine that I think works with the images. I stick it down and then draw over the top of it. So the first one was done with oil pastels, I think, if I can remember back, and the second one was done with Lyra water-soluble wax crayons. They're really similar to Neocolour 2. Other times I'll just use random bits, so it might be a bit of coloured paper. I have a real thing for yellow, or perhaps a bit of text. I did find an old annual and I was ripping bits out of that and then drawing over the top of it. I especially like the technique for time drawings. You can prepare a page in advance, set your timer, and these are all done in 10 minutes, and then draw over the top. And here I've used again bits of coloured paper, bits of line paper, I think bits of an old phone book, anything you can find. Let me show you how I approach it. Here you can see my starting materials. I'm using some Stationery Island watercolour brush pens, a black Pentel brush pen. Now this isn't water soluble, so it won't be washed away. And I've got some coloured paper, some text from an old kids annual, and also a water brush. Then I rip up bits of paper and arrange them on the page. I'm using a Canson Imagine mixed media paper underneath. Once I'm happy with the arrangement, I stick it down. I'm just using a glue stick here, but you could use matte medium, PVA or Mod Podge as well. I'll start by going straight in with a Pentel brush pen and draw the outline of the face. I will usually base the drawing on an image from a free photo site. I also use the black to add in the impression of hair. Once the basic drawing is done, I'll start using the watercolour brush pens. I'm using a really limited colour range of pens, so as this man has brown skin, I'll start with a brown pen. I'll then use a bit of purple over the top for the shadows. I like the way the purple works with the complementary colour of the yellow that's underneath it as well. I've added a bit of orange into the skin, then I add a bit of blue onto the glasses and the background. Where the blue goes over the yellow paper, it creates a nice green effect. I also add a touch of red to the face and then use a water brush to blend the colours with water. You'll find that this works differently over different surfaces than others. So for example, over the yellow paper it's a lot harder to blend with water than it is over the mixed media paper. But I quite like the different effects that gives. Then I'll add just a few highlights with a white acrylic marker and I'll leave it there. I like the really loose, rough feel that it gives. So one small piece of advice just before we go. Definitely don't use pizza when you're going to draw over your collage. Apart from that, have fun. Give it a go.
Why not check out our previous videos and don't forget to subscribe so you never miss your Art Kick Sunday. Meanwhile, you can check out our podcast and find the creative challenges we have coming up at www.kickinthecreatives.com. Back soon.